Greetings, my friends. It is I, Kolar the Unkilled, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Foggy, Morthal, and Swamp. I didn't even know this mod existed. I believe I found out about it from Skyfall on the Discord, so I immediately had to go and snatch it up since I had a spare mod slot. Also I have Morthal Ages active in my load order, as you might know, so we can look at both of those and see how Foggy Morthal works with Morthal Ages. It should be fine. I also have picked up improved shadows and volumetric lighting. Such a small file size, and I had ignored this for a while. I know that True Draconis and Stone Spiral Gaming are both very important members of the console modding community. Thum out to both of them. And I have had some really reputable people say that this particular mod is indispensable. So I figured I would give it a go, even though, Gone Turbo did a profile on this mod a while back, and I didn't notice any difference from that particular video. But hey, let's plug it in, and we'll see what happens. And so here I am at Morthal. The fog is already set in. Look at this fog. And this, my friends, is my newest character, Ingvar the Scholar. He is going to be reading the lore books aloud. Yes, I'm finally starting that series for real this time. He is also going to go questing for unique items, so we will occasionally visit him while questing, but most of the time he's just going to be reading books in the Astronomer's Loft, and perhaps Fleetford later on. We'll see how that story progresses. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do his voice yet, that's the thing, because when I read and play as Ingvar, aside from this one particular video, I will endeavor to remain in character the entire time. We'll see how that goes, won't we? Look at this fog. Okay, let's take a walk along the boardwalk here. Already the atmospheric effect from this is quite astounding. What time of day is it, you ask? Well, it's 2:14 in the afternoon. And I am just drinking this in, my friend. Morthal Ages is impressive enough, and I was concerned that perhaps this mod might hurt Morthal Ages because of how it's going to obscure a lot of the details of Morthal until you get right up on things. And now I'm taking this because Ingvar... Okay, we're taking all of these since they are takeable, and Ingvar is going to be reading. Yes! We're going to get through all of the lore books. Well, I don't want to say that. There's quite a few of them. So this is part of a player home from Morthal Ages. And I will admit, as big a fan as I am of Nesbitt's work, and I've had this in my load order for quite some time, I've done very little actual exploration of Morthal Ages. And this is Phalian's house. I wonder why I could take all of these things if this is his house. Well, this area is an addition. Hey, what is this? Oh. Staff of Soul Trapping. I don't need that, but look at the textures there. From the Staves 1K texture mod that I have. And yes, my friends, this is Augmund. I AFT'd him in Markarth, sorry. Because Augmund is a legendary Skald and a warrior in his own right, so he would make a logical companion to Ingvar here, who himself was a warrior. Okay, House of Elin. Is it Elin or Island? Oh, well, it matters not, really.
Huh?
Okay, so here's one of the TPOS2, well, Morthal Ages added NPCs. Her name is Gissert. That's a tricky one there. Gisserter? Not sure. We've got some pairs. Interesting. Augment, of course, takes this time to work on the workbench. Okay, so we're just making our way through Morthal Ages, looking at the immense fog. Let's just check out this interior since we're here. Ah, yes, very nice. With the paintings and the tapestries. And the books. Lots of little details, my friends. Oh, yes. So here we have on display awesome potions and fiery fire salts, frosty frost salts. Oh, it looks so good. Those two paired in combination when arranged on a shelf such as this. I love it. So is this something, is this... Hey, a gift through time. House of Island. So is this a player home? And do we just walk in and live here if we want to? Let's check the bed. Yeah. So apparently so. Apparently we can just walk in and own this place. We've got the ale. I'm going to go ahead and take the ale. And a potion of cure disease, which always comes in handy. This is quite a nice, small little player home here. Okay, I may make my way back here later on, but for now, let's get back outside. Oh, yeah. Did you see that, my friends? See how the fog had to take a few seconds to jump back into position? It did, didn't it? I don't know. You know, part of the purpose of this little jaunt is to determine whether or not I'm actually going to be keeping Foggy Morthal in my load order. So please, by all means, let me know what you think. Keep it. Get rid of it. I want your honest impressions, as always. Let's see, what am I missing here? No. See, I can't really hey. I can't consider this a true showcase of Morthal Ages, seeing as how I'm just sort of aimlessly blundering my way through.
You're different, aren't you? Not like anyone else. Not in Morthal or Skyrim.
You're damn right I'm different. And proud of it, kid. Oh, hey, look at this. Now, I'm also running a new horse retexture mod. And it's, well, it's around 7 megabytes and change. And this is the most vanilla, just straight up vanilla plus looking horse mod I've ever seen. It is, I mean, it looks like the vanilla horse. It's just slightly improved. You know what? It's an improvement over vanilla. I don't know why so many horse mods have these invisible, sort of the invisible attachment here to the carriage. A lot of them have that. I've learned to ignore it. But, you know, I'm not overly impressed with this particular horse retexture. But nor am I in a rush to get rid of it either, because it is superior to the vanilla horses. It definitely is. And yes, my friends, fainting goats. I have added fainting goats to my load order. How many of you out there were aware that this mod exists? It's quite comical, really. I put it on there for my son, but I had used it in the past. And any goat, well, you have to load it underneath real wildlife. Otherwise, the real wildlife added goats won't faint. And so I've got it beneath real wildlife. So now in theory, the only goats that won't faint are the goats added by Nesbit for the TPOS2 mod. I did not want to overwrite TPOS2 with fainting goats. But as you can see, it works. And before we head out into the swamp proper, let's take a look inside our Moorside Inn here, just so we can get a glimpse of the interior lighting.
Finally, someone comes in. Kick off your boots, stay a while. Let me know if there's anything I can help.
Yep.
Nothing but
Things are looking good, my friends.
A new face. Such a welcome sight in dreary old Morthal.
Oh, Lurbuck.
Welcome. Fight well.
So the only interior lighting mods that I have active are Autumn Skies, which technically, it's actually not an interior lighting mod. It just darkens interiors everywhere except for the light sources themselves. They stay bright, and it does give a nice illusion that, you know, candles, although they do put out light, they don't put out much light, and so a lot of these interiors are a bit dark, but it is very realistic. I also have the Embers, not Embers HD, but the Inferno, the Elements mod, which includes Inferno, which adds shadow casting effects from fire. So that is something that you can see occasionally. And also the Windows Shadows module, which just adds plugins from the full Windows Shadows mod. That also is something that is occasionally obvious, yet not always so. Regardless, I can't complain, because I have come to prefer this look mainly due to the lack of flickering. You know, ELFX, as good, as amazing as that mod is, it takes up over 100 megabytes, and you're going to get some flickering in spots. Divine Interiors, Shadows and Light, another amazing interior lighting mod. But if you're not playing on purely vanilla interiors, you're going to get flickering, and there's nothing more immersion breaking than panels or pillars or whatnot just inextricably flickering on and off. I hate it, you know. So this setup, although it's not as dramatic as some of the others, it's certainly not immersion breaking either. I find it to be rather realistic, and I've become quite comfortable with it. That being said, let's get back outside so we can go through the swamp. And at the conclusion of this video, I will just go ahead and go through my entire load order as a whole. I'll just flick down through it quickly enough, because it does seem like something or another changes. These days, almost every time I make a video, I have changed something about the load order. So I like to keep you all abreast of those developments. Okay, my friends, and here we are entering the swamp itself. And I will admit to a slight sense of foreboding here. There's some of the volumetric lighting, or God rays, or Todd rays, as some of you prefer. It just works, and it does, my friends. It's wow. I'm rather impressed, actually. Here, let me turn off my preview. There we go. If my voice is not quite synced up to my face, that would be why. Oh, yes, here's another thing, my friends. You know, like I said, and I mentioned a video or two ago regarding SFO Definitive, I'd criticized it so harshly due to the low-res fungus texture that was ubiquitous on the dead trees, and that has since been removed. So I don't know if it was my video that did that, or it was more likely it was just the feedback from a larger number of individuals saying, hey, that fungus doesn't look good. I still believe, my friends, with all the tree combinations that I have tried, I still believe that SFO Definitive by Skyfall is the best bang for your septum. You get great-looking tree models with great LODs, plus bark textures, all wrapped up into a package that's less than 100 megabytes. And so, my friends, yes, SFO Definitive is the definitive tree mod for me, at least until something better comes out. And I know that Yarl and Skyfall have both been working on other tree mods as well. There was a recent one released where it makes most, if not all, of the trees oak trees. You know, but and it looks great. As good as it looks, though, I'm more of a Skyrim purist. I have to have my pines, because that's what Skyrim is largely made up of. Those pine trees. Wow, look at this. This is quite impressive, my friends. Is this purely Foggy Morthal? I don't think so, because I'm running Mythical Ages on top of Autumn Skies, both of which are very God Ray heavy. And I have that improved volumetric lighting mod in here as well. So, wow. Outstanding. This is precisely what I was hoping for. So what time of day is it right now? Okay, we're right around dusk. A little early for it, but you can see it's getting very dark over here in the swamp. Oh, you know what I wish I had right now? Have you ever tried the mod Marshlands, or The Marshlands? The Marshlands is an amazing mod. I don't have it because I don't believe it's compatible with Morthal Ages. You know, perhaps it is. I haven't tested it, but I just don't know. So if somebody out there has tested that, if you know the answer, let me know for sure, because I would love to plug in the Marshlands with this lighting and weather combination. This is extraordinary. Look at this. My friends. Okay, well, I believe I have my answer, honestly. Am I going to keep Foggy Morthal in my load order? Yes. Yes, I am. At least for the time being, because if I have this for a while, you know, once you have something like this and then you remove it, the world seems very strange and different once more. And this is extraordinary, though. I really... Wow. Uh-oh. Hey! Good job, Og. I don't think I even managed to get a hit in before you killed off the troll with this awesome axe. Here, let me turn on my lantern. No, we're not trying to look at Ogman's ass here. Look at his axe. It's called Stormbringer or something of that nature. I found it in the bandit camp right outside of Dragon's Reach, outside of Whiterun. I don't know if it's always there. Awesome weapon. Thanks to the Billy Ruse Compendium, which is currently not available, sadly. Okay, I'm turning my lantern back off, because what in Dagon's name is going on, my friends? It's as if I have entered a realm of negativity. Look at this. Remember when you had to go get your film developed, my friends? Those of you who are old enough to remember that, you'd take your film in and you would get negatives. It's as if I'm walking through a negative right now. And so maybe somebody can tell me this. The improved volumetric lighting and shadows, I placed that underneath my other weather mods, because the description doesn't really tell you where to put it. And so, is this supposed to happen? Or is this an artifact of me putting it in the wrong spot in the load order? Maybe I should have put it above the other mods. But I was under the impression that you would want it to overwrite. Perhaps I was wrong. Because I don't recall seeing any footage or screenshots that look like this. Now, keep in mind, I'm mixing weather mods in a way that you are advised not to do. Another YouTuber, goes by the name of Modswell, I believe, puts out very quality videos, my friends. Thumb out to Modswell. If you've not watched his stuff, look him up. Very good, very quality material that he puts out. And he pointed out in one video that if you mix weather mods that do the same things, you end up breaking your weather completely, and you get vanilla. Well, this certainly isn't vanilla. And I can vouch for the fact that I still do get the Mythical Ages sun and early morning and late, dawn and dusk orange sunrises and sunsets. So that has not happened in this case. But this is... Well, my friends, whether this effect is intentional or not, I like it. This is sinister. This is sinister. This is deadly. This is foreboding. I'm experiencing trepidation, my friends. And look at the God rays. Yes, in the pitch darkness, somehow, we're still getting God rays. And I like it. I would wait until morning, but I just want to enjoy this for a while. We are quite near to Solitude, in fact. We could make our way over to Solitude. Oh. Uh-oh. A Chorus? Yes, it's a Chorus Reaper. Look at him. Look at the Chorus, how he sort of glistens. And oh, no, that's the little blue light. Little blue pinpoints of light on the Chorus armor itself. The chitin, my friends. Yes, chitin, not chitin. I can't stand that shit when people say chitin. Chitin armor. It's chitin. Alright, anyway. Oh, man. I'm getting a bit wrapped up in this. Could you imagine having this with the marshlands active? Very well, my friends. I'm going to wander around for a little while. I can always edit out if it starts to get too monotonous or boring. The one advantage of not streaming live, I guess, I am going to pick up live streaming as soon as my internet becomes capable of such a feat, which right now it is not. But believe me, I'm all about live streaming, and I look forward to the day that I can do that. Certainly before Elder Scrolls 6 arrives. Okay, very well, my friends. I had to wait until after the 6 o'clock hour before the film of negativity went away. And now we are back to just fogginess in the extreme. Let's make our way up towards Solitude, because I want to see how far the fogginess extends towards Solitude. So we are headed in that direction. I have discovered a dead grouse. Uh-oh. Hostiles nearby. There is one of the entrances into the House of Zell, I believe, added by TPOS2. We're not going in it right now. I just want to confirm. Lift up. I believe that's where that goes. Ooh. What's going to come out of here? Ah! Damn Chorus. Hey, what's this? Oh, there's a dead Death Lord, huh? I wonder what killed the Death Lord? Perhaps the Chorus? Well, I don't think a Chorus could kill a Death Lord. It certainly can't poison it. Maybe there's more than one. Maybe the grouse helped. Alright, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. You see, when you look at those tree branches, there is still a bit of that negative effect going on, with the branches appearing white when they should be dark. Interesting. So I don't know if that may actually be a conflict between two of the things that I'm running. But you know, occasionally a conflict can turn out to be a good thing. It's very rare. It's never intentional. Okay, so we are now at the Solitude. This is the East Gate, I believe. What is this? Because I am running the Great City of Solitude, which is a spectacular mod for how lightweight it is. And because of everything it does, it can be a little bit... Whoa! Okay. Yeah, alright. Let's go this way. So the Great City of Solitude can be a... Oh, I gotta go this way. It can be a bit performance-heavy when combined with TPOS2 and other of the things that I tend to run. But you know what? I have in the past experienced the occasional crash here, but it's not common. Look at this. Look at that, my friends. There's the sun. How beautiful is that? Should I wait? Let's wait 1 hour and see what happens. The sun gets higher in the sky. Amazing. No, this... Oh, this is spectacular. Let's go ahead and go on in through the Solitude East Gate here. Because this mod, the Great City of Solitude, does a great job of... Well, it really extends the city. It makes it feel like the large capital city that it should. And... Oh, there's a brewery. Well, we can go there later. Nesbit also has Solitude City of Stone, which I will admit to have never... I've never ran the mod. I just always end up not having the room for it. But I know it's top-notch quality. Just because Nesbit is the one who's done it, and everything is tested very extensively. Anyone who tries to tell you, my friends, that you cannot run TPOS2 with 140, 150 mods is mistaken. Because you can see, my friends, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and I've been doing it for quite some time now. You can look through my videos. It happens. It's possible. It's not just possible, it's more than possible. There's a lot of things that you can put in with TPOS2. Look at that. A little bit less foggy over here. Oh, now it's starting to snow. Very nice. So look at that. Ah, here we go. And so we have transportation from one side to the other. See, I was just right there. And now I am over here. And this... Okay, so this is not a showcase of the Great Cities of Solitude. So I'm going to make my way up into the city proper. We'll take the docks. But you can see, just in this very brief tour, that the mod is quite extensive, and it's very lightweight, like I said. Oh. Okay, yes, now, okay, so it turns out that I have to go, we have to go this way and up over the arch. So if you cannot afford Solitude City of Stone by Nesbit with the rest of your TPOS2 load order, you still can run the Great City of Solitude. And the one that I am using is the port by Hari Honey, the same one that ports the that ported the Fleetford mod that I use. And it has caused me no issues. There is a slight conflict, however, with Tamriel Master Lighting, and we're about to see that. Now, when I say slight, I suppose it depends on how you define slight, because it bugs the hell out of me, my friends. Look. We have one floating lamppost here. Yes, it's floating, alright. And then we have one that's floating right there. And that is the extent of it. You know what I do? You know what I do, my friends? I ignore it. Because I'm sure a patch could be... I'm positive a patch could be made. I do not want to fill up a load order slot with another patch. I just don't. So... I believe I'm about to conclude this video, my friends, but let's look at these horses, because once again, I'm running that new horse retexture mod. Now, okay, so it's not, the saddle is vanilla, of course. These horses are not as pretty as realistic horse breeds, which is an awesome mod I used for a long time. They're certainly not nearly as good as Oblivion horses. But you know what? You know what they are, my friends? They are better than vanilla. If even just barely. I cannot stand, at this point in my Skyrim gaming career, I cannot stand the look of a vanilla horse. I just cannot abide that in my world. And so, these horses are very vanilla plus. Hey, whatever does the trick for you, my friends. If you have the room, get Oblivion horses or realistic horse breeds. Or reworked horses 2K is also a really good one. It's a larger mod than this, but not as large as the others. One last thing I have to show you, my friends. I almost forgot. We're going to look inside the Winking Skeever. I want to show off some of the better instances of my particular interior lighting setup, okay? So stay tuned, my friends. Have a look at this. My friends, observe. How glorious is this? I am re-amazed every time I come in here at the effects of the Window Shadows module. I'm sure Inferno is playing a part here as well, as is Autumn Skies. Look at this. Now, tell me what you think in the comments. Maybe some of you don't like this, but I think it is absolutely grand. Of course, it's dark. It's darker back in these areas, right? Because these areas are only candle lit and stove lit. Let's see. Let's look back here. Little bit of window lighting coming through. Not much. But let's get back out into the main area. And then we'll go upstairs. Look at this. That is so amazing to me. And zero flickering, right? Zero flickering. Now here's the thing, my friends. This is JK's as well. This is JK's interior. And there's zero flickering. So what I have going on works flawlessly, or nearly flawlessly, with the JK's Interior plugin. And so, once again, remember that, you know, if you play this setup at home, it's not going to be quite as dark as what it comes through when you're watching my videos on YouTube. They, you know, they get darkened a bit for some reason, but, you know, it's still on the dark side, but I can still see, my friends. I don't need a lantern to get through here. I can see where I'm going. And just, this is just quality and realism. Realism with a touch of fantasy, I believe, is the best way to describe this. Very well. So now where I'm going to go is I'm going to go to the Blue Palace. My friends, if you want to stick around for that, please feel free to do so, because I feel it is almost, if not more so, just as impressive. Let's make our way to the Blue Palace.
If you're interested, traveler.
You know, since we're here, why not take a look into these other interiors where I have JK's active, and we'll compare.
Let me know. I might have it stored away.
I mean, by the gods, there is so much going on in this particular interior. I mean, there's shit everywhere, my friends. And yet, I'm seeing no flickering at all. And when I did my video, I did a video on JK's interiors, this one included. I filmed that video with Divine Interiors Shadow and Light. And if you watch that, you notice how much more dramatic the lighting is. But there's also some flickering. Let me turn my lantern on, see what happens. I bet if I walk through here with my lantern on, things are going to start flickering. But that's not happening. Even with my lantern? Wait. Oh, I thought I saw something. Look at the shadowing. Look at the shadow of the light. Okay, there's a slight flicker. So the lantern is sure to get you some flicker, but usually it's so much worse. So when I turn my lantern off, I mean, if you're running Divine Interiors or ELFX and you turn your lantern on, by the gods, it's horrendous. Okay, so I'm going to have a quick look inside Angelique's, because I don't think I've even been in there yet with this current setup. Okay. Wow.
Can I help you?
Angelique. Did I say Angelique? Yeah, Angeline's Aromatics. Now, my friends, you by now should know me as someone who doesn't hold back. I mean, I'm very honest in my assessments. At least those of you who've been watching. When I see flaws, when I see things I don't like in a mod, well, I'll tell you. I'll let you know. Sorry, Angeline, I need to stomp around your house. Even Augment's mad that I'm back here. Hey, what are you doing back here? Look, this is absolutely astounding in the level of lighting and realism, and there's no flickers. Wow. And I'm in love with this setup, my friends. I miss all the dramatic, the light rays coming in through every window, the candle glow. I miss some of those things, but better it looked like this with no flickers. I mean, I am satisfied, my friends. Now we shall make our way to the Blue Palace. By the elbows of Ysgramor, my friends. I cannot wait to start questing with this character. I'm going to quest after unique items. Are you guys going to even watch? If I do that with this With this ugly old bastard, are you guys going to even watch? I have noticed that many of my actual playthrough type videos get very few views. So if I take this old man dungeon delving for unique items, we'll find all of the not unique uniques, goodness. Ah, bloody hell. You know what I mean, the truly unique weapons, the mod. If I go through and find all of those, or if not almost all of those, would you guys even watch the process? I can fill up a trophy room with all of those unique weapons. They're all modded. They all look tremendously good. And this old guy is going to go through and find them all. But I hesitate because I don't know if anyone's going to actually watch it. So, you know what? Ah, fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway, and if you want to watch, watch. And if not, well, then don't. Here, let's check out... Look at the light rays coming in. What time of day is it? It's just 1 in the afternoon. Let's check out Sabil Stentor's bedroom, which is a nice place for unique lighting effects. Not really, but... So actually it does... Look at the... yeah. This looks good. This looks good. It's very dark, yet at the same time it's lit in a realistic manner. And yeah, the JKs does change some things in here. And there's no flickering, which is amazing. It's amazing, truly amazing. Alright, let's check out the Yarl's room. And then that's... Is this... Ooh, no, this is Sabil Stentor's bedroom right here, isn't it? Yeah, I was just in the Yarl's room. Sabil climbed into bed. We've got our awesome potions in effect here. Look very good in a darkened environment. Look at these. Look at the fiery fire salts. Yes, that looks splendid. It looks splendid, my friends. As does the candle smoke, as always. Well, alright. That is going to conclude today's journey, my friends. Once again, I remain Kolar the Unkilled, this time as Ingvar. And as always, I thank you for watching. My friends, haha, I almost forgot. I did forget, actually. So here is the current load order. This new hair mod is also really good, by the way. We didn't look at that much at all this particular video. But it is at least as good. Actually, honestly, I think it's better than Lore Friendly Hairs was. And I think it's just as good, if not better, than the console port of Salt and Wind. For 7 and change megabytes, it's really good. And here is the zero. This is the horses, Zero retextured horses, 7.05 megabytes. Like I said, my friends, it's just barely better than vanilla for 7 megabytes. But honestly, like I just cannot abide the vanilla horses in my game, so it puts them up onto at least approaching the level of the other graphics. Here we have Bears of the North 2K, and Wolves of the North is another recent addition I really haven't touched on. But I'm glad I added that as well. we'll be seeing that soon, I'm sure, because wolves are everywhere. Astronomer's Loft is where Ingvar the Scholar is going to read his books from, at least initially. Rory Kafka. Very well, my friends. Once again, as always, I thank you for watching. I'll see you next time around.